All right, and welcome to a new installment of BTI on the Street.
On the streets?
On the streets, feel the heat. I'm your host, DeLorean, with my voluptuous co-host.
You don't know who I am, but I know where you sleep. I am the fucking hobgoblin, Hakobo Lowrider.
Nice. So where are we today, Hakobo?
Today we are at the beautiful Piggly Wiggly in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. The pride of Winnebago County.
So we have our table set up in the middle of the produce section.
We also have a variety of cheeses on the table because that's the only way that we were able to actually get into this location. We told them that we are sampling different cheeses for their customers to sample, and
what they don't know that it's all breast milk cheese.
the cheese actually came with like a Slim Jim, but we just cut open the packs and put them into little nice squares and paired it with a cracker.
And so now we're here, and this little fucking kid won't stop staring at me.
What the fuck are you looking at?
Fucking kid.
Fuck him.
Anyways, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I've never really been to Wisconsin before. I don't know if I ever want to come back, but I will say the people here are very nice. They got a great selection of deli meats. I will say that.
We can go down to Milwaukee after this, and we'll hit the Miller Brewery Factory.
I am down with that. I'm actually sipping on a Miller right now.
Yeah, we are getting drunk and high. Hold on. Let me light this joint.
Sure.
All right, we are getting drunk and high in Wisconsin.
The rumor here is the Miller is so fresh that it was actually milked from the Queen Miller's teat herself. So
Queen Miller, Abigail Miller, excuse me.
Abigail, she's actually just like a giant caterpillar with various udders. So, yeah. How are you doing? How did we get here?
Well,
I'm going to take a shot.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Stop fucking we're going to have to do something about this kid.
He wants some cheese, man.
Take the cheese. Okay, so I got my flask here.
I've got whiskey in a water bottle.
Here we go. BT on the streets.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Oh, I got it all over my face. So, we were on our way to Chicago to go visit some relatives out there that I have. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, you know this story. I'm just telling the audience.
Okay.
And I Googled the last Piggly Wiggly in the Midwest. And that's how we got here. I found that it was Oshkosh, and we drove there. And my car broke down, and we're kind of stuck here. So if anybody could help us out.
Yeah. It's actually an RV, a Winnebago.
A Winnebago and Winnebago.
Yeah, what are the odds? Yeah, I mean, we were, after Chicago, we were going to go to Menasha, Wisconsin. Apparently that's not a place anymore, which is news to me. It's my favorite city in Wisconsin, or it was my favorite township.
Shout out your boy.
Shout out my boy, Robert Taggart. I prank called him probably about a decade ago at this point, and I'll never forget him. He lives in my heart.
He actually was at the Piggly Wiggly and won. And I think, I think that's how the conversation started. We were passing through, and we were like, where the fuck, what's in Wisconsin? Mm-hmm. You said you pranked Taggart. I said, wasn't it the Piggly Wiggly? He said, yes. And then we started looking for a Piggly Wiggly, and here we fucking are.
I didn't have the heart to tell you. There are a lot of Piggly Wigglies in Wisconsin. And all over the Midwest. I think they're in the South, too. They might even be in Alaska.
I didn't know that.
Why
are we even here?
I don't know. We're drunk.
Handing
we're high.
out breast milk cheese.
They got a nice Motel 6 in Oshkosh.
Oshkosh.
Okay, so I guess since we're here to do an episode, let's just dive right in. That little kid needs to fucking look away, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about when you were a kid watching commercials and advertisements on television. Mm-hmm. Did you ever notice that those kids did not look like you?
I just did now. No, I definitely noticed. Back in the day, I mean, like UPN and Nickelodeon, they did have some mix. I mean, but there's always like one black kid in there.
It was like the token black kid.
Yeah, which I don't look like. So yeah, none of them look like me. They
Yeah,
didn't
I
have
mean,
any mulattoes or any mixed.
Yeah,
mixed people.
it seems to be like a big deal for a lot of people now. Where they're like representation matters. And I see like testimonials from these kids, like they're crying. They're like, I've never seen anybody on TV who looked like me. That shit never crossed my mind as a kid. Every single one of those little shits and like the fruit roll-up commercials were white. They always did have the one really dark black kid. They made them. They made sure they were like extra dark for some reason.
Yeah.
There was never any Latinos or Latinx people up there. The first time I
Get
saw
a rare Asian. I remember the Welch's grape commercials.
the first time I ever saw somebody that kind of looked like me on TV. Did you ever see that episode of George Lopez where he's like a kid but he still has like the big head?
No.
Oh, well, that's like the first time I was like, oh, he kind of looks like me, I guess.
Well, I mean, it was a Mexican show.
Kind of.
Are you wearing Chucks?
I am.
Nice.
Like a Christmas gift, huh?
Oh, man. And I'm not wearing my Chucks on this trip.
Oh, they're official.
God damn it.
Yep. Got them in Oshkosh.
Well, Oshkosh is known to make the best Chucks.
Yep.
But yeah, another day, something to think about. I don't think it really was until the early 2000s, maybe late 2000s, early 2010s did that start being a thing.
I don't think anybody cared. I don't think anybody ever thought of it.
No.
But now it's just like this big deal, like in the front and center, and everybody's talking about equity, and they're talking about representation, and I don't get it. I mean, I get it to a certain extent. You know, you want to be portrayed.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't really care.
But they do.
Who?
The oppressed. I don't know. Whoever feels this way. I for sure had some moments where, growing up, you kind of wonder why.
Why don't he look like me, man?
Yeah, I mean,
Have a Will
they
Smith
would
moment.
portray the white American family, and then the only time you'd see like black people on TV is like they're all busted down, or it's like in the PJs, the hood, or
With
you know what I mean.
PJs.
Rarely did they have, black families. I mean, Hanging with Mr. Cooper was probably one of the first ones. Oh no, The Cosby Show. I mean, they were a black family that.
Yeah.
But then again, were they on primetime TV, or were they relegated to black channels?
Oh no, they were 100% on primetime. I think they were like the top show for a while. I mean, we had Eric Estrada from Chips.
Yeah.
The cop. But beyond
Yeah,
him,
you guys definitely got the shaft. At least in the 90s. I mean, Mexicans, I was watching the Wayans brothers, and Mexicans or Hispanics in general were just kind of seen as caricatures, almost like Asians were seen as characters with the racist epithets, and like, that was just...
Yeah, they were always like ninjas, or I'm talking about Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were always like a ninja or doing karate or some humiliating thing.
And the Mexicans was always named Jesus, and they had some type of cleaning job, or...
Yeah. He's the help. He's the help's kid.
Even on black cinema. Well, I'm glad we're at a point where that's not as much of a thing. I think more inclusion in Hollywood and entertainment can't be a bad thing. More people are in the party. It's less of a what the fuck are you looking at? This fucking kid.
I'm gonna go smack him.
I'm gonna go smack his mom's ass. It's less of a club. More people are invited to the party. I think that's cool. But then again, everyone's kind of playing the puppet role in Hollywood anyways.
Yeah, it's like they're all just playing a part. First of all, I don't trust actors. Like, that's their fucking job. Like,
Any
they don't give a
awards acceptance speech, and everyone's like, oh, he just said the most profound. It's like, dude, he was acting. He was reading a monologue.
Yeah, somebody wrote that for him.
Yeah, for sure.
I get it. I understand. At the end of the day, it's probably a better thing that there are more diverse people in advertisements. Although, advertising in itself is kind of evil, right? Marketing, they're trying to manipulate your mind. They're studying psychology to figure out ways to sell you shit. So are we proud that they're now using people who look like, they've just gotten more advanced in their manipulation? Is that something that we're supposed to be proud of, Mel?
I mean, I don't know. I skip ads. I don't really watch ads.
What about you? What do you think, kid? Got nothing to say.
That's so, huh?
Your fucking mouth just wide open.
He's got ice cream. Well, this was a great idea, hanging out in the middle of a Piggly Wiggly. They don't sell regular things here either, like chips. They don't have, like, regular chips. They got Vintners.
Everybody's calling soda pop, which really just fucking bothers me.
Yeah.
It's soda or Coke. Just call it a Coke.
I'll take a Coke.
Is that weird that everybody on the West Coast calls soda just like, can I get a Coke? Even though they mean like Pepsi or Mr. Pibb or Shasta. It has to be Shasta. Have you heard? I mean,
No,
I don't know.
if someone asks for a Coke, they want a cola.
A cola, correct?
Yeah.
But like it's synonymous with cola, even though they may not necessarily mean Coca-Cola. But out here, everybody's calling it pop, and they're fucking eating Vintners or whatever.
Soda pop. Yeah. A lot of pickles. Everyone loves pickles and corn. They sell pickles at liquor stores out here. Gas stations. You never had a gas station pickle?
I don't like pickles.
Oh, man.
Maybe I'm missing out. I don't think so.
We'll go down to Milwaukee and then I'll change. Get some cheese.
We got a pickle factory out
Pickles, cheese, beers.
We got cheese.
What else does Milwaukee have? What's their sports team?
The Brewers.
Brewers?
It's a drunk city.
Yeah, but you know what? At the same time, bars close, I think, at 10 p.m.
That's unfortunate.
I remember the first time I went to Milwaukee, we drove through at like 8:30, and it was it's a college town, and everybody on the streets, it looked like fucking, I mean, not as dramatic as like a Mardi Gras, but all the college kids were drunk as fuck, like fucking wasted, plastered. We're looking around, people are throwing up. You know, we're just driving to the hotel. We pulled in at 8:30, and we're looking around, everyone's like, oh, this is the fucking party time. And then so we go, we unload.
So that's like the California 2 a.m.?
Exactly. We go and unload. We grab a quick bite to eat. And then we're like, all right, 10:30, we're going to go buy some booze. Wrong. They were like, no, we can't sell you any booze. This was Friday night, the beginning of our weekend in Wisconsin. And it was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, that last time I went to Utah, beer is not allowed to be over 4%. So, like, even like IPAs, they look like if it's to be, yeah, they got to water them down. It's not allowed to be sold after 8 p.m. and you can't buy it on Sunday.
And that's why I hate leaving California, to be honest.
I mean,
For an
California,
extended period of time.
we got some good things in California. You know, I'm realizing that more and more, the more time I spend here. But,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, the more time in Wisconsin will make you love California. But Oshkosh has some great people. I believe there's Steak and Shake
I love Steak and Shake.
they got a Waffle House around here.
I don't think
I don't
so.
know why I'm only thinking of food things. What else can we do in Wisconsin?
I don't know. Let me look up things to do in Oshkosh. What are some landmarks that we can visit tonight? I'm not looking up the fucking American Apparel Company. Let's see here. Oshkosh. W-I. Dub-I.
They got this fucking scanner going crazy.
Dude, you know how cold it is right now? It's 25 degrees outside.
Jesus.
All right. Oshkosh. It is the county seat of Winnebago County, right? Okay. We've got some notable people here. It's a whole list. Sports persons. Who could forget Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle.
From WWE, the Vince McMahon's son. He's the little person dressed as a leprechaun. I know who he is.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
We've also got Harvey Abram, Wisconsin State Assemblyman. We've got, that's about it, actually. B.F. Langworth.
Ah, big fucking Langworth.
Yep. Frank Leach. Nobody else that I recognize here. Yeah, that's about it. We got Hornswoggle and whoever else I said.
Big friendly Langworth. Well, that's good.
Yeah, lots of stuff to do in Oshkosh.
So I got some news here.
Why are we here?
Drugs. So the other day I was scrolling the news on the way up here, and where'd that article go? So I keep getting distracted with this guy scanning groceries. He's going just so fucking fast.
He's going for it, man. I will say they do have a lot of people here for what time is it? Like it's about 8:30. A lot of people here.
Okay, so I wasn't able to figure out exactly where. I kind of rushed this one, but there was a Tesla Model Y was driven off a 250-foot cliff in attempt. Dude,
No, I saw this.
an attempted murder-suicide. Excuse me. The air out here just got me a little loopy. But everyone survived.
I saw that. So it was a dad. It was an Asian family, if I recall correctly. I don't know why that's relevant, but it is.
That just sucks.
So the guy, I guess he was just suicidal, had his whole family in his Tesla, and drove it off a cliff into like
Where was
a
this?
rocky shore. California.
Was it California?
I think it might have been Northern California. I
Weirdos.
could be wrong.
We're not Californians anymore out here.
Nope. We Wisconsians.
Wisconsinonians.
There you go. That's a long word. Unnecessary. Cheeseheads. That's what we
There
go
you
by. Yeah, so anyway, he was trying to kill himself, and everybody survived. So I will say this.
So fucked
The
up.
S model of Tesla, it's a very sturdy vehicle. I will give it that.
Model Y. Model Y.
Okay. Still very sturdy. That's fucking insane.
For sure. 250-foot cliff?
It's a long drop, man.
Just
imagine
though, waking up.
Well, just imagine everybody's sheer terror in that drop. You know, I freak out when I go like on Splash Mountain at Disneyland, so I
Yeah,
can only
yeah.
imagine.
And I think that's only like 60 feet.
This car's just doing like fucking
Hey,
flip.
kid, look up how many feet the Splash Mountain is.
I just flipped him off.
There's no Freddy on this trip. He couldn't make it. He's in San Salvador.
He's trading Bitcoin.
He's mining Bitcoin with the San Salvadorian Bitcoin miners.
Typical Freddy.
He's got his fingers in a lot of pots, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, man. I mean, first of all, I hope everybody's doing well after that car accident.
They all are. I read online that everyone made a full recovery. That's what I'm saying. It's just so like
Even
fucking,
the guy? Even the dad?
Yeah, it's just
What
so
a piece
fucking
of
embarrassing.
Shit. What a piece of shit.
There's nothing more embarrassing than a failed suicide attempt.
A lot of shitty parents out there. This actually brings me to something else I wanted to talk about. In Michigan, did you hear about the mother that has been cyberbullying her 12-year-old daughter? She's been sending thousands of texts and emails over the last year to just bully her daughter.
That's so fucked up.
So I guess she was a basketball coach at this little girl's school. Girl's like 12 or 13, and was just saying some very mean and malicious things. She was using a VPN to, hide her tracks, and
Yeah.
she actually reported it to the police.
The daughter?
The
the
mother,
mom?
the mom. She's like, "There's somebody bullying
What a
my little
dumb
girl."
bitch. Asking for trouble. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep smoking in here. Thank you.
It's all right. We're from California.
Yeah, this is our air too. Thank you.
We have rights, I think, here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They're gonna ask us to leave.
It's fine. Fuck them. So, circle back here.
Okay.
What's
so
her punishment? Did the daughter kill herself?
charges are pending. Daughter's still alive. I
Okay.
think the daughter is still in the mother's custody, which I thought was a little questionable.
I mean, how far did it go? How long was she bullying her?
For about a year.
And she didn't kill herself? I don't know. I guess it could have ended worse. Thank God the mom called the cops on herself before it got out of hand. How stupid.
Yeah, I don't really understand what her MO, what her end game here was.
Yeah.
Like,
She really thought she was going to get the cops involved. It's like
I guess
you ever watch the show Catfish?
yes.
You ever see those episodes where the people actually know each other? They just set it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, how dumb do you got to be? You really think those VPN things work? Oh, today's sponsor is NordVPN. Or what's our VPN?
Fuck. It's the best
The
one.
best VPN.
Ah, shit.
Fuck, I forgot our
is not
VPN
good.
sponsor. This is why you don't do shrooms and drive halfway across the country to go sit in a Piggly Wiggly and shoot an episode of BTI in the park. Or BTI on the streets.
Well, if it isn't Nord, it's Nord now.
It is NordVPN.
It was ExpressVPN.
ExpressVPN.
Or Nord.
Or Nord.
Go, yeah. You
Whoever's paying us this week.
can't avoid the Nord.
Yeah, whoever sends the check, we'll put you guys in, and then we'll just edit everything out.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of terrible parents out there. I don't really know what's going on in America.
Oh man,
A lot of people are upset about a lot of things.
Did you hear about the dad and mom who had like 12 kids that they kept locked in their house for like 30 years?
That was like in Riverside, wasn't it?
It was right down the street from where we lived in
Elsinore?
California. It was I think it was Riverside or
Jarupa Valley, just one of
somewhere
those
in that, yeah.
bumfuck places. They're not really part of California.
I mean, it's all the people who couldn't live in Orange County and in LA and they moved there. And they always, no matter, every time you meet someone there, they always try and make it seem like it's the greatest fucking thing in the world.
It's like, bro, you live in Eastvale.
Yeah, but my rent is so inexpensive.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to live
Yeah,
there.
you still work in Irvine, sir. You're spending an hour and a half, 2 hours a day driving to and from work. I'd rather spend that with my family and pay a little more.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you work in a place like Jarupa Valley,
There's no money there.
yeah, but I guess if maybe you have like a remote job, maybe it would make sense.
Oh, for sure.
But then you have to
that
like
does make
spend the
sense.
money, there. So, it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Lower
I mean-
rent, lower quality of life.
And it depends. I guess it depends on what you want to do because you could technically have a higher quality of life if you really are just like fuck everybody. Like you really don't really need your friends or people you live around. I mean, I guess if you're isolation type shit and you can sacrifice.
If you're borderline school shooter,
Yes. What are they called? Incels.
that is now considered a slur. Or at least according to Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson.
You read my mind. I wanted to figure out what's going on with Andrew Tate. I heard they're trying to petition to put him away for at least 60 days.
That's my boy.
You like him?
Andrew Tate is funny. I don't like him, but he is funny. I like him because he's a grifter, and there's something about me that finds that fascinating. I think it might be the same reason I have a little bit of an affinity for Donald Trump. It's like, this guy's clearly like a fucking con artist. Like, he's a snake oil salesman.
For sure.
But there's something about it. Like, it's funny. It's humorous. And I don't know. I believe in a free society where people make their own choices, and if they get scammed, maybe they deserve to be scammed. And Andrew Tate is selling a subscription to a Hustlers University. Remember this?
Mm-hmm.
I forget how much he charges, but he basically tells you how to become... He basically gives you Riz, if you know what that is.
Maximum Riz.
Yep. So he rizzes you up and teaches you how to be confident so you can get all the bitches.
Nectared out?
Well, I don't know if that's a term.
That's a term.
Nectared?
Riz and nectar, yeah.
It's a little
Max
zesty.
nectar.
It's a little zesty for me.
There's this guy, Juliano. Well, we'll feature him in the next actual physical show. See if we can actually get him on, maybe a Zoom or something.
Well, who is this gentleman?
He's the nectar god.
Okay.
And I'll leave it at that. Actually, he would go to a place like this, where we're at now, and he goes up to people and says, "Hey, can you just hold my phone while I do this dance real quick?" And then he just, he's all super nerdy and dorky, and out of nowhere he just gets real sensual and, like, you know, puts the glasses on real smooth. We got an audience now. People are watching. Hey, girly.
Just so everybody knows, I am rock hard right now.
At this moment.
I'm rizzed up.
Can we get a woohoo for rock hard?
Nope.
All right.
Tough crowd.
Keep it moving.
Tough crowd.
Cut that.
Tough crowd. Well, yeah, Andrew Tate will rizz you up. But yeah, so he's doing 30 days, I think, under mandatory supervision. I'm not quite sure what he did. They said something about human trafficking of an American girl.
Well, I think he wasn't supposed to be, where is he, Romania?
Yeah.
I think he wasn't supposed to be there at that time because that's how they figured out he was back at his house because he had the Romanian pizza.
I heard that was also a myth. The pizza. I don't know. Apparently they already knew where he was, and that was just a coincidence with the whole Greta Thunberg. I will say, I hope that him and Greta get married and have a family, because that would be hilarious.
That'd be wild.
That'd be hilarious. Stranger things have happened.
How old is she? Is she 18 now?
I believe so. I think you just got to be 16, right? In Europe? Those people are fucking weird. I don't know.
Is he... What's his story? I really don't know anything about... Is he... I know he's American, but what
So
how did he...
Half black, half white dude. He was a former kickboxer. At one point in time, he was ranked like number 8 in the world. Used to have hair. Now he's bald.
That happens.
Let's see. I'm not quite sure when he became Mr. Alpha. But, obviously the kickboxing career did not last.
Yeah.
And now he's a grifter. And he's basically, you pay him for him to tell you how shitty of a man that you are. And he transforms you into a little Andrew Tate.
Well, he hates women, right?
I don't know if he hates women. He just views them as objects.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's definitely not a feminist. He basically just views women. Your role is arm candy, shut the fuck up, stay in the kitchen, sort of ideology.
Huh. Go back to the 50s, right?
Well, now that I've told you this, are you willing to sign up for Hustlers University?
I'm good.
It's only $55 a month, U.S.
I'd rather pay for YouTube TV.
It's YouTube Premium. Why does everybody get that wrong?
Because they do have YouTube TV.
Oh, sorry.
And that is like $55 a month.
I've been flaunting my YouTube Premium. And everybody's like, it's YouTube Plus. It's not YouTube Plus.
Motherfucker.
It's YouTube Premium.
How is that?
I love it. I think I have a free trial.
Yeah.
But I
you
think...
have to tell the people that.
Well, I did. So go ahead and cut that out. This little kid knows, but...
And his mom with the fat ass.
Hey, baby,
yeah, I'm talking to you.
Baby, your ass look like milk curds. Cheese curds. I don't know. All these dairy products. Anyway, I do, yeah. So I think I'm going to actually purchase it in May when my free subscription runs out.
Mike told me the same thing. He hit me up and, he's a Stern fan. And they have these 3-hour-long videos of Stern. It's awesome, but every like 6 to 10 minutes you get an ad.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm fucking sick of it. And I was like, are you going to do it? He's like, I think I am.
I listen to a lot of those lo-fi playlist while I'm working, and if you don't have YouTube Premium, you're gonna get ads like every other song, which is like every two to 4 minutes.
Oh, I think that guy just dropped something.
What a fucking idiot! What'd he drop?
Bread. Bread.
Bread. That's fucking loud. Quit dropping the bread.
Stop dropping the bread, Bart. Anyways, you're buying it.
Yeah, I
How
love
much
it.
is it? $10?
It's like 13.
That's not bad.
That's a bit much in this economy, am I right?
I mean, inflation, baby. Remember when Netflix first started? I think they were like $5 a month or something crazy.
Like 6 or 7, yeah.
Yeah.
They would send DVDs to your house.
That was cool. Did you do that?
No, I didn't have a DVD. I mean, I didn't have a DVD player till like 2008.
Oh.
So I was like stuck watching.
Your computer didn't play DVDs?
Bro, I was watching like HR Puff and stuff, VHS tapes until like I graduated high school.
Yeah, no, we had Netflix.
Do another shot out of this Dasani water bottle here.
Yeah, no, we had Netflix, and it was super cool. I mean, they wouldn't bug you. You get to,
Actually, I do remember you guys had Netflix. I remember you guys ordering Family Guy. You had like the first or second season or something. I watched it over at your house while your mother was braiding your hair.
Sounds like a Saturday or Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
But I felt bad because we stopped going to Video Circle and stopped supporting local businesses.
Well, look what you did to them.
I think they're like a donut shop. Or no, they're a laundromat now?
I drove through there the other day. Actually, I took my youngest brother to Lee's Sandwiches last week. You ever been to Lee's?
Thank you for coming to Lee's Sandwich.
Yeah. Anyway.
I love that automated, and then the person's like, thank you for coming to Lee's Sandwich.
Yeah, it's like, thank you for choosing Lee's Sandwiches. How can I help you?
He just said that.
You start ordering, and it's like a woman.
Hello?
Like, what? Where'd the guy go?
Huh?
Where'd the guy go?
Huh?
Anyway, he had never had Lee's before, so I decided to give him the full Garden Grove tour.
Oh, nice.
So I showed him Lake, I showed him Simmons, which are the schools that I went to, and then I showed him Palma Vista.
TV, baby.
Yeah, I drove him down there, and I was like, yeah, that's where your grandma was the apartment manager. And I mean, like, he doesn't even, like, know these people. Like, I'm telling him these stories, and it's all before his time, which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
He was born in '05.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
And he's what, 17?
He'll be 18 in May.
God damn.
Yeah, but he's like, this is fucking good.
Lee's?
Yeah, he loved it.
Did he have the wings?
No, nobody wants the wing. No, I told him to get the chicken banh mi, and then he got a watermelon smoothie. Their smoothies are super underrated if you've never had one. God damn. Oh, man, this whiskey is not good.
It tastes better out of the Dasani bottle, though, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
Go ahead, take a cheese sample. Yeah, no, you can come up. Come on.
They're good.
Nigerian breast milk.
We made it ourselves.
Yep.
Well, it is a little spicy. I'm not going to say that it's not, but you get what you pay for. Premium quality.
Cambodian breast or Nigerian? Oh, we got Cambodian coming soon.
Do we?
I'm asking you.
Cambodian.
You got a
cheese?
source? You got a plug?
I'm sure we can find
You
one.
got the Cambo plug?
Well, I'll tell you what I do have. Access to Craigslist. And that's how we go ahead and start our Cambodian milk farm.
What do you got there?
What I have is an Elf Bar BC 5000 Ultra Watermelon Ice.
Oh, I like the holographic look it has to it.
It's an Ultra. So I'm not quite sure what that means. Actually, I do know what that means. They put a steel coil in here.
Uh-huh.
And it actually...
These are, for our audience, these are vapes, by the way.
Yes, vape Elf Bar. Strongly recommend them. Buy them while you can if you're in California. They are now illegal.
That's why we went to Wisconsin.
To go buy vapes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get here. They don't fucking even have them.
Oh, fuck.
We got to go. What's the neighboring...
There's
Illinois.
There's Illinois, Indiana. We can go up to Michigan.
I don't want to go to Michigan. It's cold as shit.
Yeah.
Indiana, here we go.
We still got to go to Chicago. It's Illinois. Fuck Indiana. Have you ever been to Indiana?
Yeah, I got my grandpa lived there. He lived in like a plantation-style home.
Really?
Yeah. He lived on the border of Kentucky and Indiana. My grandpa John, and for whatever reason, he bought this it looked like a slave mansion. In the summer,
Just call it a plantation.
That's what it looked like. Even when I was like 8, I was like, "What?"
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he bought this
Wow.
gigantic house, and I remember there were like all these pillars. And he sent us a VHS tape, and he's like, "Here's me and my wife Pat," And like he paid somebody to like film it like it was like a Cribs episode.
Oh fuck!
I hope my dad still has it. I need to find that.
Those down there, those are the slave quarters, but we use those to grow.
Those were shacks.
We grow reefer now.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it was huge. I'm not really sure what else is out there.
Maybe I should make that a life goal to own a plantation.
I'm sure they're pretty cheap.
Right?
Go out to South Carolina. Nobody wants to live there.
And I just take it back.
I'd support that. That sounds actually pretty dope. You should fucking make a weed farm and then hire I don't know, white day laborers from a European country. Flip it on them. Flip it on them. I'm all for that.
Oh man, that's not a bad idea. I mean, what's a real impoverished white country? White country. I can't even think of one.
The Ukraine.
Oh,
fuck them. I'm sick of them.
I've honestly kind of forgotten about the situation.
Let's all forget about it. And I don't know. He was
There's
dancing.
the women's rights things going on in what Middle Eastern country is it?
Iran.
Iran.
Yeah, Iran. I'm sorry. The Ukraine. Did you hear that he banned? He now has to personally approve news outlets.
Volodymyr?
Yes, Zelensky. Meaning that, like,
that's not like,
that's not freedom of the press. Like, that's not something that we're for.
That's not America, baby.
He's in the Ukraine, but we just gave them $80 billion as a nice little Christmas gift.
Do they celebrate Christmas?
They're Christian.
Yeah.
They also banned the Ukrainian or the Russian nationalist church.
What are you laughing at?
Who cares?
Whatever.
He lives here. What a fucking idiot. I live in Oshkosh.
I don't know. It's a pretty intense war situation. Like you got to really make sure your bases are covered. Right. Russia's known to be, planting into the media and getting in people's heads with psyops and.
You hate freedom, Mel? Just say it.
I don't hate freedom.
Tell me you hate freedom without saying it.
But at the same time, first of all, they're not America, so we can't hold them the same standards.
Yeah, we can if we're giving them $80 billion.
But that's not
motherfucker. That came out of our money.
That's the American thing, though. We're going to give you money, but it doesn't mean you have to be like us.
Yes, it does.
No.
They took money out of my paycheck to give to them. I want to know why. I want to have a say in what they believe. That money
would have been taken out of your paycheck. We're not arguing. This is just how we talk. Thank you.
It's a California thing.
It's a California thing. You wouldn't understand it. That money would have been taken out of your paycheck regardless.
Well, I want to decide where it goes.
You just don't like where. Yeah, you got to rock the vote. P. Diddy told us best.
Vote or die, motherfucker. Vote or die.
Vote or I'll kill you.
There's a South Park. There's a whole South Park episode about that. Vote or die, motherfucker. Vote or die. Well, I'm just saying, if they're gonna steal my money, maybe at least kiss me on the lips before you fuck me. Right?
Yeah.
I shouldn't be cursing in this Piggly Wiggly.
Doesn't matter. I mean, we've gone, looks like about a half an hour, and they still haven't kicked us out yet.
Yeah, I guess
so it makes me wonder how bright or competent the people are here. The security guard just keeps looking over here, but doesn't do anything. I think he's unsure as to what we're doing.
I don't think they know.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, boys' trip to the Piggly Wiggly.
Nice people here.
Nice people.
Simple but nice. Yeah, man. I don't know. If you're gonna start a plantation, Eastern Europe. If you're looking for some whites,
how about I get some Russians?
Go for the. Yeah, I'm sure that they could use some work.
Or some weird Slavic,
Slovenia.
What about like Transylvanians? What do they look like?
I think that's in Romania.
Oh. What's up with those countries? I don't know anything about those countries at all.
They're former Soviet Union countries, I believe. They're all Eastern European.
Yeah.
Romania is where gypsies come from.
Okay.
And Andrew Tate. That's all I know. And Dracula.
Does anyone here in this Piggly Wiggly know anything about Romania or gypsies or Transylvanians?
That's going to be a no.
Yeah, resounding no. I don't think these people know anything. I think they're just still in awe that they see Californians. Yeah, this is how we look.
We are not white. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Californians.
Mm-hmm.
Liberals.
It's a code word for cuck.
For gays. Gay, liberal, trans. We were both female at birth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Jacqueline.
Jacqueline, yeah. Mel.
Mel. Well, how was your Christmas? Do anything fun?
My Christmas was righteous, man. Hosted the family at my place. Every holiday's been at my place this year. which I'm not mad about. So we had the family over. My brother's girlfriend made me this dope Beetlejuice shirt.
Are we talking like Beetlejuice, or like Howard Stern Beetlejuice?
Howard Stern, yeah. Lester the Molester Green.
Okay. Is that his real name?
Lester Green, yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, it's a picture of him smoking a fat cigar, and I think he has like something else in his hand. Anyways, it was cool. We ate gumbo, made a bunch of sides, mozzarella sticks. We were drinking, we were partying. It was a good time. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Everybody got a bunch of Wonder Dust and a bunch of Mel Smells. And yeah, it was a great event. How was yours?
Pretty uneventful. I'm trying to think what I did. You know what I did do that morning? I don't remember why. Oh, I drank with my younger brother Nico on Christmas Eve, and every Christmas Eve, me and him have been drinking since like 2013. Mm-hmm. So we get like really drunk. I actually made food that night. I was out of Mel's Wonder Dust, but I made. I actually learned this on TikTok. I cooked rice in chicken broth. And I've always been using water, but I was like, that's
right.
I was like, what?
And then you don't have to add really much of any seasoning.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck have I never thought of this? But anyway, I made rice like that. Made some Goya, Trump's favorite Latino brand.
Beans?
Black beans. I love. Dude, I'm on a black bean kick. Anything black beans, I want.
I'll send you a recipe.
Ooh.
Cuban style black beans.
Cuban food is legit, dude. Those fucking the jamon. Anyway, and then I made some. I made some chicken breast. A simple but flavorful dinner. And then me and him watched the Life with Louie, the Louie Anderson cartoon from the 1990s.
Damn, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Louie Anderson. He's one of the real ones we lost in 2022.
There's a whole list of people we just lost like last week. Go ahead and finish while I get this up. My bad.
Yeah, but yeah, no, we just drank quite a bit, and then the next morning, on Christmas morning, I'm in one of those hangovers is what they call them, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I, for whatever reason, I'm Googling the founders of major beer companies. Mm-hmm. So I looked up the founder of Miller. Very sad ending there.
What happened there?
Rich guy. I forget where he was from initially, but his life ended in it's a question mark. Was it a suicide? Did he fall from the window?
Oh.
And then, yeah.
Was he pushed?
That's what people think.
Oh.
This happened in like 1930 or something like that, so we'll never know. But a lot of those guys died in very similar ways.
Like the beer dudes? Or?
Yeah, like all the beer barons. Like
beer barons.
like
Dude,
the Budweiser guy.
Go ahead.
All those guys. Miller.
It's cool. The Miller, like those old school beer dudes, like they, at the Miller Brewing factory, they took us down to the cellars. Yeah. And they would hold the beer, they would store the beer in the walls. And then flood the walls with ice. Like, they would line the walls with ice and then put the beers in storage containers in the walls. So that she was pointing out, like, we're walking in the cellar and it looks like you're in this fucking, like, abandoned fucking cellar and shit. And all of these walls was just lined with beer.
That's fucking dope. I mean, during Prohibition, they had to, like, fucking, make some adjustments. Yeah. They got involved in, like, the textile business or something.
They're selling skirts.
I don't know what they were selling. Plastics or petroleum products. I don't know.
Well, textiles is like...
I don't have time for all this smell. Anyway, he got into a separate business, and that business is still active to this day. It's like it's like a subsidiary. It's like Miller Textiles or whatever I don't know what they make. It's just it's something different, not beer.
Yeah, textiles is like fabric, I want to say.
I don't know. We should know this. I don't know these things.
Why should we know this? We're not a textile industry.
This is why public school has failed us. Neither one of us can definitively say what a textile is.
No. Public school failed us because no one ever taught us how credit works.
I feel like that would be a very good class instead of a...
Have you ever had to use Pythagorean theorem?
I don't know what that is.
You learned it in school.
No, I didn't.
You had to have learned it, otherwise you wouldn't have graduated. It
Well,
was part of your math.
I took Algebra 1A 4 years, and then I failed it that last year, and then I bribed my principal.
Oh.
I got through high school in a very
special
special way.
American curriculum.
Okay.
We're not all blowing our principals to get graduated.
Oh, I didn't blow him.
He blew you?
Yes. It was him and the vice principal. I got a double blowjob. It was amazing.
Best night of my life happened when I was 15 years old.
That's why I didn't go to grad night.
Shit, I already forgot about what we were talking about. God damn, we're getting too drunk in this Piggly Wiggly.
Petroleum products.
petroleum products, petroleum jelly.
I know that kid's just been staring at us with the fucking slack jaw for like the last hour, but what is going on through his little head?
I just don't know what kind of a parent leaves her child in front of a cheese stand for 40 minutes.
What are you shopping for?
I don't know.
Do you think that maybe
She's got a fat ass. I mean, that's all. She's got a fat ass.
do parents just like drop their kids off here to just like let the store watch them while they go off and cheat on their husbands or something?
They used to have those things like at the gym. When my mom would go to the gym, they had like a little child jail, and then you would have to go in. And of course, I mean, they had video games and jungle gyms. I mean, it was fun. You know, it was cool.
Yeah, but you're letting random people watch your kids.
Strangers. I mean, but back then that wasn't like not everyone was a fucking child predator. I mean, you could be a child predator for all I know. I've known you my whole goddamn life.
Excuse me?
I mean, does this kid look like a savory meal to you?
It's a fat kid.
More hustle for the bustle. I don't know.
Lose some weight, kid.
It's so fucked up. He's gonna be scarred for life. These two cheese salesmen.
Kid's been fucking eating all my cheese all night.
Hey, well,
Made this.
I made this.
Well, there's a lot of questions about a lot of people.
A lot of cheese.
And a lot of cheese. How was cheese made? Who's the first guy that discovered cheese?
Who
in this
yeah.
Bodunk town that we're in that survives off the sales of cheese?
Whoever discovered just milk in general is a weird fucking person.
Think about how dude, how many people died to figure these things out?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, who was the first person that was like, if I just squirt some of this white, because milk doesn't even look like that. It looks like fucking pus, and if I just squirt off this random juice from the teat and I drink it, it'll be good. Yeah, I'm sure people have died. Random mushrooms and berries that people have eaten in the wild, and I'm sure, but that's how people learn. Trial and error, baby. Human testing.
Look at this little tiny red frog. That looks like a strawberry.
Yeah.
And then
Painful death.
Then they die. Terrible, agonizing death.
Terrible, agonizing, painful, just...
Yeah, I don't know, man. These Wisconsin people, they're very nice, but seems like they've been...
Well, I mean, they definitely don't want us to be here anymore. They're just being very polite about it. I can feel the tension in the room. I can cut it with a knife.
You people sell sheep's milk. How did you figure that out?
Milk. Oh, man. Can you milk a cat?
I mean, you can milk anything if you try hard enough. I don't know if you want to. Everybody loves rats, but nobody wants to drink the rat's milk. You ever think of that?
Who the fuck loves rats?
Everybody loves rats.
You're a rat fan?
Mel, I thought I knew you.
I'm not a rat guy.
You don't milk rats? You've never milked
I've never milked a rat. I don't think I've ever really even hung out with a rat for an extended period of time.
You lived in Chicago. You're gonna tell me you never milked a rat?
Dude, New York has some crazy fucking rats.
Yeah, I see them stealing fucking pizzas and shit out there.
It was like, we saw one last time we were out there. It was like the size of a fucking football, just running, scurrying across in front of you. You're just like, whoa, what the fuck? And you realize that that's their home. You're just walking through their living room right now.
You remember my old roommate Brian? Brain is what we called him because he misspelled his name that one time.
Did he really?
Yeah, that's why I called. Yeah.
Where did he misspell his name?
I think he had dyslexia. But I remember he signed a birthday card for Bonnie, and it said "Love Brain."
Oh.
And that was unintentional because there was a few other things that were misspelled, but that's the one that stuck out to me. I was like, this guy misspelled his own name.
Oh, that's painful.
Anyway, so he decided to plant a bunch of citrus trees in the backyard, and then he also set up a chicken coop. And as soon as he did that, the backyard became infested with rats. And, my fridge was outside. So, at night, I'd have to go outside to, the patio to, go if I wanted some water, whatever. Yeah. And there would always be rats on top of the... I don't even know what a tent, a covering of the patio area, a grandola.
It's called a gondola. Damn, you're on the right track.
Yeah, something like that. Gondola, maybe. I don't know.
Gondola.
Gondola.
No, that's
well,
when the Italian guy's singing to you and it's a boat. That's a gondola's a boat.
Okay, I don't know.
Pergola?
I don't know.
Pergola.
Okay. Yep.
Pergola.
Capicola. Anyway, there would be a bunch of rats hanging out on the liner of the Capicola. And I told him about it, and he orders a bunch of shit on Amazon. He bought a BB gun, an airsoft gun, and he bought night vision goggles.
Oh my god.
And I go out there one night to go grab some water. and I think I had been drinking with you, and this is like 2 o'clock in the morning, so you were already long gone. And Brian is out there sniping rats. Brain.
Was it? It was a BB, like a rifle.
Yeah, he had like a sniper
God.
rifle.
Oh my God.
Like he had the fucking scope and everything.
That's
with
so
the fucking
crazy.
infrared vision.
Oh my God.
He's like, yeah, you got to try these on. I tried them on. You could see perfect.
Wow.
You could see like their little shiny eyes.
How much were those? Did he tell you?
I have no idea.
I bet the amount of money he spent on that unnecessary equipment, he could have just called like the exterminator.
Dude, I was drunk, and I was like, that looks like fun. I tried it. I shot one.
Yeah?
I shot one. I tried to get it in the head, way off. Shot him like in the fucking ass.
Oh, so then he just suffered.
Yeah, he fell on the ground, and I remember he was just like dragging his legs.
Oh.
He's like, oh, you gotta fucking put him out of his misery.
Did you?
He did. He stepped on his head.
Oh my God. Yeah, one time I was
Great roommate.
camping with my family, and similar situation. We were shooting BB guns, and I shot a squirrel, and yeah, my dad made me go up to it with a rock, and I had to pound its head in with a rock. That was the summer before 7th grade.
Probably could have just stepped on his neck.
I didn't, I was a kid. I just did what he said.
How many times did you hit him?
Like 3 times, man.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah, I hit him, and he kept moving. Hit him again. He was done. Then he moved a little bit, and then I had to hit him that one last time to finish him off. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. What was
That-
it?
that
Squirrel?
fucking
Tree rat?
Yeah, I lost my innocence that trip. This guy that we were with. Okay, so it was very random. We were with my dad, my stepmom, my siblings, my uncle, his family, and then like my uncle's friends, and his friends. One of them was on Survivor, and the other one was this very loud, rambunctious Nigerian dude. And I bring up his ethnicity or where he's from because what he did was outlandish. So we're out.
First of all, I just want to say it's very notable.
What?
A Nigerian? It's not somebody that just everybody brings on a camping trip.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was just like, what? Like, and, very loud, very just, there. And so we're out, we're running around, and we're, like, playing in this creek behind our little campsite. And a rattlesnake comes out of nowhere. And so we all start freaking out. I went and ran, and actually, you know what? I'm sorry, I was already going to school. Like, this was when that camping trip, I accidentally brought a gun to school. I'll tell you that. I told you that story, right?
No.
Yeah,
This was at Lake?
Yeah, I'll tell you that story.
Okay.
Anywho, so the rattlesnake is fucking with the younger children, and almost bites one of them. So the Nigerian dude comes out of nowhere and just fucking rips it to shreds, just beats the shit out of the snake.
I mean, rattlesnakes won't fuck with you unless you fuck with them.
Yeah, but they're little children. They probably were fucking with it. It was ready to go. It was go time. So the dude, the fucking Nigerian dude, grabs a snake, beats the shit out of it, and then takes it, skins it in front of us.
Oh.
And then pops it on the barbecue, grills it up, and eats it with barbecue sauce in front of all of us. I was like, what the fuck? And then the next day I had to kill a squirrel. And then another thing, the first day, so Friday, that was Saturday, and Sunday I killed a squirrel. Friday, my fucking cousin is out at the creek. I catch him smushing frogs together.
That's fucked up.
Little quarter-sized frogs. He's like, I just want to see what they look like. And at the time, I didn't think. Now that I say that out loud, I think I need to check on him.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah, but when he said, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, he was smushing frogs together.
Even as a kid, that really like disturbed me. Like when I would see other kids like fucking with animals or even
Yeah.
like bugs. It's like you'd always see. Even to this day, like if I see somebody like step on a spider, it's so unnecessary. Like there's so many ways to just. Spiders aren't very fast for the most part. Just put them in a cup. Let them outside. They're helping you. They're eating any potential pest. A black widow can eat a fucking rat, or at least kill it.
Yeah, but isn't one bite by a black widow deadly?
Myth.
Is it very painful?
You're gonna get sick. You're not gonna die.
I always thought if you get bit by a black widow, you die.
Myth.
Huh.
Myth.
Anywho, so after that trip, my backpack was used for all the BB guns and the one real gun that we had with us. So, yeah, I guess I could just say this. I don't know.
Say
I'm
it.
not incriminating myself.
Say
I'm
it.
be incriminating my father. Don't put this on video.
Well, this is just gonna be background for the.
What do you mean? Now I'm saying.
It's not gonna match up with the audio whatsoever. It's gonna be silent.
Gotcha.
So I'll go ahead and restart that.
Anywho, so yeah, after that camping trip, we forgot to take the pistol out of my backpack. So I went to school the next day, and I think it was you in Mrs. Reed's class in our first period English. It was first or second period English class. And you asked me for something out of my bag. I think it was like we had like a shared journal at the time because I mean we've been friends for a long time. We were sharing journals. That's how long it's been. We did that stuff.
I don't remember that.
Didn't we have like a journal? Whatever.
Don't look at me. Look at that kid.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Anyways, so I realized I had a gun in my backpack, and I started freaking out.
We've all been there.
So I take the gun, and I had a big red duffel bag, and then I had in my backpack. So the duffel bag was all like the camping stuff, stuff from the weekend. Mm-hmm. And I left that in the morning when I got to school. I left that in the front office. So what I did was I took the magazine, I took the actual gun itself and put that in the red bag in the office. I left it in the front office, and then I took the magazine and I put it in my PE locker. And so if anything were to happen, if, shit were to hit the fan, someone somehow found out I had a gun at school, at least they understood, at least this was my, 12-year-old, 13-year-old brain thinking, at least they understood that the magazine and the weapon were in two different places, and I had no intentions of, but looking back, I'm sure they could have pinned me on something. But yeah, I accidentally brought a loaded gun to school.
Well, a similar thing happened to me. I didn't bring it, but an older friend, quotations, older cholo who's trying to take me under his wing. This guy was like 15. He looked like he was like 37. He looked like a veterano, like an OG, right? Yeah. His name was Anthony. They called him Little Puppet, right? Cool guy for the most part. Anyway, one day he realizes that security's coming to get him, and he's got a loaded, it might have even been a Ruger. Like, it was a fat little gun.
Yeah.
Maybe a 22, maybe a 9. I don't know. This was, I was a freshman. And he's like, I need you to hold this. And he had it in a sock. So he put it in my backpack. And, of course, I'm smart, so I go to Spanish class. I'm like, hey, you want to see what I got?
Oh, no.
And I'm showing it off.
Oh, no.
And by the grace of Jesus Cristo, nobody told on me. Although I did earn some respect from that people in that class that day.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't tell on you either if I knew you had a gun.
Well, I hope not. Because I think you know what would happen.
Jake shot the whole school up.
Anyway, I had a gun until the end of that day. And that was very... once I realized the severity of what I was doing, that hit me around like 6th period, I was terrified.
Yeah.
So I gave it back to him as fast as I could. But
wipe your prints off of it? No.
Didn't know anything about that. I was like 13, so...
You ever seen a movie?
Yeah. I've seen some movies. I don't know. I'm a fucking stupid kid, man.
Oh, man. Even, like, friends' guns, I always... just to be safe.
Yeah, well, now you know. But when I, literally over a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
I'm 23 now, so...
That was like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Quick math. They call me Quick Math Mel.
Yeah,
and this kid is still fucking staring at me.
I mean, we got a little sizable crowd here. I mean, people are watching. They're interested. We got some cheese products. We're just two humble cheese salesmen in a Winnebago, in Winnebago County.
Yeah. What's your name? No one wants to talk today.
I think she said Sandra. Muttered it under her breath.
All right, Sandra.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, Miss Fat Tits. Well,
I hope she couldn't hear that. Everybody's got fucking milk udders out here. They're like huge-breasted Wisconsin women. What is it?
Wisconsinonian.
That's okay. You got some fucking cheese heads.
Well, I mean, I think they can make their... This guy's scanning away again.
They got big jugs, but they're not attractive women. That's what I'm trying to say. They're like cheese and Miller-fed women. Yeah. Their whole lives. And this is what they look like.
I mean, this is the town of the brick house.
Is that what this is known for?
Yeah, she's a brick house.
She's
Maite, yeah. It was about Oshkosh.
Letting it all hang out.
And then they made a children's clothing line called Oshkosh Bagosh.
There are a lot of obese people here, I will say that.
Brick house.
Eating a lot of dairy subproducts, but this was fun.
Yeah.
Would I ever do it again? Probably not.
Probably not. Definitely not. I see the security guard is coming, so we probably should wrap this up. Yeah, no, we're still going to be here for a little bit.
We're wrapping it up.
We're wrapping it up.
You want to try some cheese? Pepper jack.
Nipple jack. All right, well, fucking Curtis, the custodian's here. Well,
I've had fun. Have you?
I've had a time.
This was definitely a day.
Yeah.
I will say that. So, if you're listening, thank you very much. We will be back.
Send us vapes and money and what else do we come here for?
Vapes, money, and cheese.
Cheese. Send us all that.
Send us the cheeses. God bless. Never forget.
Yeah, never forget and love yourself.
Love yourself. Trust yourself. And never.
Fuck yourself.
Well, I was going to say never give up, but sure. Have a good night.